Hi guys, welcome to Mathematical Side Trips. Our topic for today is Speed Calculation 5. Telescoping or breaking up is the easy thing to do. Our channel name, Mathematical Side Trips. And I am Napoleon A. Gaking Jr., a mathematics teacher. So just like in the previous videos on speed calculation, I will just be silent for a few minutes and speak again only when we come up to the part where we solve the first five of the problems. Okay, so now we are here. The first five problems. Number 1A is 1 over 1 times 5 plus 2 over 5 times 13 plus and so on. 9 over 145 times 181 plus 10 over 181 times 221. So to solve this problem, we make use of the fact that m minus n over mn is equal to 1 over n minus 1 over m. So we are breaking up each of the fractions appearing in the problem. But first, we notice that the difference between the multipliers in the denominators is 4. So in the first one, it's 4, and then 8 in the second, 12 in the third, and so on. So we make the necessary adjustments. We put a 1/4 outside of the brackets and put numerators 4, 8, 12 up to 40. And then break each of them up. 4 over 1 times 5 is the same as 1 minus 1/5. And 8 over 5 times 13 is the same as 1/5 minus 1 over 13, and so on. 40 over 181 times 221 is the same as 1 over 181 minus 220, or 1 over 221. So notice that the middle terms sum up to 0, leaving only the first number, which is 1, and the last, which is 1 over 221. So this is the telescopic effect, or the breaking up is the easy thing to do to solve this problem. So therefore the final answer is 55 over 221. Letter B. Number 2, letter B is equal to 1 times 1 factorial plus 2 times 2 factorial plus 3 times 3 factorial, and so on, plus 999 times 999 factorial. So first we observe this pattern for smaller integers. For 5 factorial, for example, this is actually 4 times 4 factorial plus 3 times 3 factorial plus 2 times 2 factorial plus 1 times 1 factorial plus 1. So if you move 1 to the left, then you have 5 factorial minus 1 is equal to 1 times 1 factorial plus 2 times 2 factorial plus 3 times 3 factorial plus 4 times 4 factorial. It follows that b is equal to 1000 factorial minus 1. Okay, number 3, c is equal to 3 over 1 squared times 2 squared plus 5 over 2 squared times 3 squared and so on until the last, which is 201 over 100 squared times 101 squared. Note that each summand or addend is of the form 2x plus 1 over x squared times x plus 1 squared, which can be broken down into the difference of 1 over x squared and 1 over x plus 1 squared. And so c is equal to 1 minus 1 over 2 squared plus 1 over 2 squared minus 1 over 3 squared and so on. So again, just like in the preceding problem, the middle terms collapses to 0 and we are left with the first number, which is 1, and the last fraction, which is 1 over 101 squared. And we have the final answer, 10,200 over 10,201. Number 4, we have d is equal to 1 over 1 times 3 plus 1 over 3 times 5 plus 1 over 5 times 7 and so on plus 1 over 13 times 15. So this is similar to a previous problem where we use the fact that m minus n over mn is equal to 1 over n minus 1 over m. Now the difference between the multipliers in the denominators is 2. So we put a 2 in the numerator of each fraction, but we compensate that by adding a 1/2, by putting a 1/2 outside of the parentheses, and each fraction inside the parentheses can now be written as the difference of two other numbers. And so, just like in the preceding problems, the middle terms collapses to 0 and leaving only the first number, which is 1, and the last fraction, which is 1 over 15. And we have the final answer, which is 7 over 15. And then letter E, number 5, letter E is equal to 8 over the square root of 1 plus square root of 5 plus 8 over square root of 5 plus square root of 9 and so on. So the difference between the radicands in each fraction is 4. So this is generated, or these are terms of an arithmetic progression with common difference 4. Okay, so we rewrite E as 2 times this sum inside the bracket, pair of brackets, and then we rationalize the denominators, and we get E is equal to 2 times the square root of 5 minus square root of 1 plus square root of 9 minus square root of 5 and so on. So here again, this collapses, leaving only square root of 93 minus 1. And since we have a 2 outside of the parenthesis, the final answer is 2 times the square root of 93 minus 1. So the rest of the solutions will be given a week from now in a video titled Speed Calculation 5A. So watch out for it. So in this slide, we have problems 6 and 7. Then we have problems 8, 9, 10, and 11. Problems 12, 13, and 14. And problems 15 and 16. So that is all for now. Enjoy calculating. Thank you for visiting this channel, and God bless.